We'll now take a closer look at today's passage. We've been exploring how Exodus reveals God's nature through history. Knowing God's character is vital because it unlocks the confidence we need to trust Him, whatever we're going through. This week, we've reflected on God's miraculous protection, His unshakable calling, His self-definition, and His powerful deliverance. Today, though, we're diving into one of the book's showpieces and contemplating God's supernatural power. Where do you need a miracle today? The Red Sea's parting is one of the most famous recorded miracles. It's not surprising. The whole episode is a spectacular reminder of God's supremacy over nature. Creation bows to Him, and there's nothing He cannot do. Anything is possible with God. Sometimes life gets tough, and you don't know where to turn. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Troubles threaten from every angle. I wonder whether you relate today. If you do, take heart. This is exactly where the fleeing Israelites found themselves. With an army chasing on one side and an impassable sea on the other, they were trapped. Captivity was inevitable. Defeat was crashing down on them. They surely felt like giving up completely. Do you know the feeling? Then God intervened. The Lord tells Moses, "Tell the Israelites to move on." Where? Into the deep waters? There didn't seem to be anywhere for them to go. From there, the rest is history. The seas part as Moses raises his staff. What was impossible suddenly became possible. Certain defeat became victory. Captivity became freedom. When God steps in, these turnarounds become our reality too. It's never over when God's with you. His power is sufficient for you. Our God saves His people and rescues them from enemies. In Christ, we are His people. His power can transform everything, from minor concerns to monumental problems. Nothing stands in His way. It's the same principle that led the Apostle Paul to triumphantly declare, "If God is for us, who can be against us?" Let God's power over nature resonate with you today. He's the intervening God. He reigns over all other lesser gods and is superior in every realm of creation. Let that sink in. At its deepest level, the passing through the Red Sea symbolizes our identification with Jesus' death and resurrection. Just as the Israelites passed through waters into salvation from the Egyptians, so Christians pass through the waters of baptism to represent our own salvation from spiritual captivity. The exodus from Egypt finds its true meaning in Christ. That's why we're so excited by it. As God's stunning supernatural power saved His ancient people, so it can rescue you today. Step out. Go forward. Enter into the salvation of Jesus.